Joe, I watched a terrific movie. I saw this one when it first came out 20, 21 years ago. A terrific little film called Kung Fu Hustle. Have you seen it?
I have. I saw it when it came out in American theaters.
What, about 20, 21 years ago or so?
About that long, and I had seen Shaolin Soccer, which I enjoyed a lot. So I was looking forward to. I guess was it that long? Yeah, she'd be old enough. Yeah, I took my daughter to see Kung Fu Hustle.
You're an old man now, Joe.
Yeah,
So, what's this one about? It's set, I don't want to say like old timey, because when you talk about Chinese movies, you think about like motherfuckers riding horses and shit. So, 1940s, does that
yeah.
sound about right?
Some of the music and some of the so maybe even later because maybe the style because they're dressed like gangsters at some point, right?
Yeah,
Music would be 40s for us, but maybe they didn't get that shit until like the 50s.
last year. It's like how the Eastern Europeans are so far behind the times are breaking in here with Adidas sweatsuits and shit. So yeah, Kung Fu Hustle. What's it about? It's about a couple friends just trying to make it in this crazy world. And by trying to make it, they're impersonating gang members, mafioso types. I guess like all different gangs are running China, and the deadliest, most brutal gang of them all is the Axe Gang, Joe. And they have like cross axe Wakanda forever, cross axe tattoos that they have to signify that they're in the gang. So these dudes, Stephen Chow and the fucking fat one from Shaolin Soccer. I'm pretty sure it's been a minute, but we'll get to that. They like Sharpie markers, some fucking Axe Gang tattoos on themselves, and they go to Pigsty Alley, this slum where they try to intimidate the people into giving them money and shit. And the landlady who runs the place, she tells them to get fucked. He's like, all right, well, you're not going to like this. I'm going to call my gang. And he's just, full of shit, faking the funk. And the gang, you like to call them, they shoot a firecracker off in the air, and then it fucking does the symbol and sparklers, however fireworks work.
Or
And yeah. And so he throws his little fucking cherry bomb or whatever, and like a sect of the gang just happens to be walking by, and it blows this motherfucker's hat in half. He's like, hey, who did this? But he said it in Asian, you see. Says, oh, it was that lady back there. See, I'm one of you. Go get him. And you just hear like a whoop, and you see this motherfucker laying in a garbage can with his back broken and shit. And the leader of the gang doesn't like that. So, oh no, then they shoot the real firecracker, and that shit happens. And the leader of the gang shows up, and from there, it's just the people of this fucking alley versus the gang, and this misguided fool in the middle, stuck in the middle. It's like a yin yang, Joe. You got a little bit of good and a little bit of evil, mixed with a little bit of evil and a little bit of good. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. This movie was my shit back in the day. I'd watch it all the fucking time. I got a couple of the posters somewhere around here rolled up in tubes that I'll never hang up again. And yeah, watching it back now, still pretty fucking awesome. I could do without their fucking silly the Axe Gang. I mean, they're you know,
yeah, I can do without the Roadrunner shit that they got in there, But yeah, I remember liking this a lot. It's been maybe 10 years since I've rewatched it or so, but Yeah, it's fucking funny.
It still holds up, maybe not for a modern audiences, because there's a lot of laugh at the gay guy,
Hmm?
like a lot of that shit in there. But besides that, I think it still holds up pretty well. The CG, not so much, but you know, Chinese CG's always looked fucking cheap and kind of off and shit. And you know, the Axe Gang, they do like a dance routine and they act a little. But besides that, I think it's pretty good. The fucking landlady,
Yeah.
she's great. Hopping mad, fucking inspector, whatever is nuts. He's in this movie. Like after watching all these Asian movies the last couple years and going deep, it's just like, oh shit, that guy's in it, and that guy's in it. Wow, I can't believe it. These people are actually actors.
All right, they've got their own like I guess the actors here that we see in horror movies and stuff. You know, it's just like exploit, like that's their exploitation. You know, like they're people for that genre or whatever. You know, yeah, and Chow too. He uses a lot of people over and over in his movies. You know, it's the people he knows that are going to come through for him and deliver, and because a lot of these people were in Shaolin soccer. You know, and I don't remember too much about the Flubber movie. You know, that he, but eh.
Yeah, after what was it? Journey into the West, which we'll get to. I kind of stopped paying attention to what he had coming out. But I seen recently like a couple different labels were releasing his shit.
Yeah,
So I
he,
said, all right, that's good.
he
I'm
had
gonna
a mermaid movie or something that I remember wanting to watch. That I
it's
thought,
called The Mermaid.
is it
It's
okay?
pretty good.
Right.
I mean, it's a fucking like it's not, you know, it's more of a drama. It's not like, oh, watch this horror or this comedy.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like you're like, oh yeah, that's a well-made movie.
Okay.
But I think that was the last one I seen of his because I think that came out after Journey to the West or whatever it's called.
All right.
But I bought this, the old used Blu-ray of Kung Fu Hustle the other, I guess like 2 weeks now. I was like, I want to rewatch Kung Fu Hustle. And then I remembered, hey, stupid, when it came out, you bought the full frame DVD. So I said, oh, all right, I guess I'll just watch it on Tubi because it was there. It's like, no, I don't want to rewatch this shit with commercials. That'll definitely take away from if I fucking still like this as much
Yeah.
or, you know, shit like that.
What's the runtime on it?
I think it's about an hour and a half.
All right.
So yeah, I found a used copy for like $8 shipped, watched it, and I was like, fuck yeah, this shit's awesome. As soon as that fucking music score it, dum, 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 that was like, oh fuck yeah, I remember this shit, dog. Shit, yeah, shit's awesome. If you can get past, you know, the iffy CG and you know, funny's funny, just say, oh, they're foreigners, they didn't know any better 20 years ago. But yeah, shit's great and uh maybe top 25 for sure. I gave it a fucking 4.5 out of 5, so maybe not because it's not 5 out of 5. So hey,
Mm.
go fuck yourself, Kung Fu Hustle.